Yay! I am the word that purifies, I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I'm the word that purifies, I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies, I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. We give thanks and praises unto the Most High Ra, and to the waters above and the waters below. We give thanks for every living thing upon the face of the earth, the oceans, the rivers, the seas, the fishes, the whales, the sharks, the dolphins, and every mammal within the ocean. Same way we give thanks to all mammals upon the lands, to all the beasts that makes the milk, and to the honey, you know what I mean? We give thanks for man and woman, young and old. We give thanks for all humanity, you know, or humanity, or races. Welcome to the Upright Movement. My name is Kongo Wattu, and you are here to learn the teachings of the King of Kings, the teachings of the Sun. The Sun is the King of Kings. The Sun is the solar power that generates all living things, animate all of us. Without the Sun, everybody will be dead and gone. So we give thanks. And we give thanks to the cold, also the ice, our mother, that without the ice, the sun will also consume us. So there must be yin and yang, you know, to balance everything. That is why we have electricity and we have magnetism. Yeah? All right. We give thanks. This is Upright Movement. And as you know, we're making waves, victory all over. Seeing? And that is how it is. Truth is an inherent power to produce the desired effect. But we give thanks. Tomorrow is always going to be another day, another blessed day. Every day, be blissful, be happy within yourself. Is just to remind you of what was already written down. I'm just here to remind you. That's all. I'm just a reminder. No, I am a reminder. Just like you have a reminder on your phones to remind you of a birthday, of an event to come. I'm just a reminder. And that is what the helper means. I am an advocate of the light. For he will send someone to come, a helper, an advocate, who will teach you everything that I have told you before. As a reminder, it is very simple. It is you wondering why I know a lot of things, why I flow without books, why every question be me here no easily. And because I'm working with the Holy Spirit, what you call Holy Ghost. It is a spirit. Why is a ghost? Because you cannot see with your eyes. It is ether in science. All right? So the ether, you can't see it with your eyes, but it is there. The same way. So we say ghost, Holy Ghost. And that is what I work with, Holy Spirit. It's just a play of words. Spirit is something you cannot see, but it is there. The gases. It is there. Nitrogen is in the atmosphere right now. Nitrogen is here all over. Oxygen is here. All right? We have carbon. We have argon. We have all that. And so we are surrounded by gases. And these gases is what give us life. But within these gases, there is something we call ether or chi, you know, in China, or ki in Japan, or prana. And then the Latin is mana. You understand? Mana. So, ujeja na wo surrender. O surrender edema unyankopon. O surrender to the universe. The universe is going to feed you with the what? The mana. And when the universe feeds you with the mana, it changes you. It changes your eyes, your looks, every aspect of you. And it teaches you everything. It's simple. But you see, we did not have anybody to come and remind us and show us who really God is. People are just playing with the word God, God. And so therefore, whatever is written in the various scriptures, not Bible alone, Quran, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, the Buddhist manuscript, the Vedas, you know what I mean, poetry, you know what I mean, it does not work. So Christians are being mocked. Muslims are being mocked because nothing works. Nothing is working. You understand? Wabompaya, where sala sa fitunkwara bremu. And so bre, syphilis, gonorrhea, diabetes. And I am ma wazongo. And I uguso bre. And so no, the catcher will say, Wono, oh yes, sanla, oh yes, Allah, ebejo, ebane sen Allah anjo. Yes, it is real. Allah is real. But somebody who's supposed to remind you of who really Allah is don't want to remind you. Why? Because the person does not know. Your imam does not know. Your sheikh does not know. All your gurus, they don't know who really Allah is. They are just playing with the words. And then they're making Allah to be something far away from you. Do you understand? Amon kanchre will say, or tare na wo Koran, closer to you than your jugular veins. So if Allah is closer to you, that means Allah is in you. If Allah is in your jugular veins, now the jugular veins, it is what? That is the primal vascular system. That is the energetic system. So Allah is in your energetic system. Into your no normal unyani in there. Sa few we no current no crap na wa brainers no ene ma unyani in there. Saying, but instead of you to work on the energetic system to increase the power within you, which is Allah, the light, the current, ye Allah no free mu ene ede na kwakwa share soro baby. And so down you don't want to work on that Allah body. You don't want to work on that energetic body, energetic system. And then you are suffering. Yeah? Oh, train and sana Ramadan you do and sana ya bodate ni akachere mu say Ramadan you do and sana why you juma. Inti no say oh no Ramadan do a wo no unnim sabe nyansa wadwene unhu say wedidi amana broso. Into all say we are then we are fasting. Oh, train na emfa calendar no date ne beto answer. Every Saudi Arabia beto answer. Answer na we hu say o sugar na akosoro no. Toza afi na wudi no. Emo na wudi no. Lucozade na wono no. Brodo na wudi no. Pie na wudi no. Buffalo na wudi no. Eni indomie na wudi no. Eno na ema wo bre. You are waiting for Sheikh to come and stand Juma and tell you say on this date we are going to fast. You see, the same thing applied to the Christians. The same thing, oh, train or suffering country, one more answer. You see, so everybody is wrong. The same thing applies to the Hare Krishna. Almost train 31st December. Answer, no matter so Ija. Answer. The Ija represents the fire within you, which is the Krishna. The Krishna, so country will say, I am the fire of digestion. So you are waiting for 31st before you work on yourself. You are waiting for somebody to forecast something for you. Answer na one way to an amount. Are you normal? The fire keep on burning. That's it. This is the time. We will never spare nobody. Because the suffering of the masses is too long. It's too much. And we will never spare nobody. And truth has the most powerful thing. And until for the past 27 years to 28 years, 28 years na makano kreno sa long suffering, going through long suffering. When I know almost everybody, big men, I could just take one person and make it in life, as they call it. And so no, I ignore all of that material, desires to go through long suffering, to seek more, seek more of the self and seek more of the light. You have to go through all these things. You understand? The Messiah, whoever, or all the masters, They don't sit at one place. Almost to learn. It is a skill. A juma as a juma no a skill. It is a carpenter. You need to go under a master. No one child. What you see? Obey to me. I book. Muso na wa share na yet me then. Fix a table and then you fix your table. At the same time, sometimes you need to go to somebody to teach you sanity into a skill. To be a light worker, a light bearer, it's a skill. And so I need to go and learn all this skill. I need to learn it through my own self. You know what I mean? Use my body as what? A lab. Do this, do that. In fact, this one, Emma Oda, we no Emma Upeja, Ejani yes, we a say, sa we build the body, no, we the Ejanoba, Nejana or Asiano so meeting. That's it. It is a skill. And now I'm a master of that skill. And it is manifesting. And you can see it in my countenance. It's simple as that. I hear somebody writing, your eyes are very bright and all those things by my left eye, blah, 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 blah. That's it. It means you don't have no God. We don't want to accept that. You don't have no God. You don't know yourself. Okay? When you use words loosely. And a higher self. And a lower self. And a thing and this. But they cannot prove to you. And I'm a higher self. What is higher self? The higher self. You. What is higher? What is above you? What is above you? Oh, carbon is here now, Pija with this here. Then I was wrong. Then any we are here, Menewo, Yebewu, we are say. Scientifically proven. It is the light. That is your higher self. As you obey Piam, obey Huno. Obey Pi, obey Abehunu, Nini, coming from the clouds. What comes from the clouds? It is the rays. It's the spectrums of light. Blue, red, magenta, turquoise, and all these colors coming, yellow, coming together. And they bought 12 gather. Because it's vibrating so high, then they gather, then they form a what? A white light. And into your bought 12 for bone say, we are not in a white light. That's why we have some groups, they call themselves White Brotherhood. It means they deal with the sun. You understand? Because it is white light. When you vibrate all the colors and you put them together, better than white. You're painting art. This is science. That's it. That is how it is. Electricity. And then electricity is what is above you. It is photons. Photons. And then when the photons drop down, then the electrons together, then there will be neutral. And that neutral is what is going to keep you going. It's just like a battery cell. Into your plus and your minus. Plus and minus. To me, in fact, plus and grand that you know what I mean, the wire. Now unjai minus, unya minus and unya plus and so nothing. There is nothing like Satan, evil, this and that. I will explain all to you. Everything on this earth is good. Be a good. Okay? There is plus and there is minus. Into Osha Oka Nimua. Oka Nimuno. There is there's what? The battery. And the batteries have what we call the terminals. We have plus and we have minus. Opa for plus needs to so and now for minus needs to so. Now man for plus needs to so and spark it da. Yes, share yen. And then you creative BBR, including this phone. You computer. This is the computer. I call it the brain neuter. The brain neuter. Montreal brain neuter. Brain neuter. Brain neuter. Let us keep the fire burning. That's it. That's why we call the poles positive and negative. But you have to bring them together. Unite them. Unite the poles together. Then you have what? Unity. That's it. For so long, we've been dealing with polarity consciousness. This time, we deal with what? Unity consciousness. We are working with the Brenuta. Unity consciousness. The marriage must take place. Okay? And what is the word today that we are going to talk about? And everybody been hearing about this word. Atonement. Atonement. So what is atonement? That is the topic today. Atonement. And Obi will say the meaning of atonement and near or say away. So we are going to look into the dictionary because an English word, atonement, atone and meant. I say atonement. I say the condition of being at one. At one meant. Another meaning in theology, theological meaning, reconciliation of man with God through the life, passion, and the death of Christ. Sanity, reconciliation, atonement, to make up, to atone, to reconcile. All right? And so therefore we are going to also go straight into the scriptures and see what really atonement is. And then here we go. So when we check it out in the Romans, the chapter 3, the verse 25. The Romans chapter 3, the verse 25. It says, God presented Christ as a sacrifice of atonement through the shedding of his blood to be received by faith. He did this to demonstrate his righteousness, because in his forbearance he had left the sins committed beforehand unpunished. So now I'm going to break all this thing down, because this is the same things that the Christians, they've been reading, the pastors been reading just like that. Me say, Bible never yade FN is saying the announces same side, the masses and elite, I'm a father what the real meanings, the esoteric meanings. This is why the Freemasons are controlling the world. And then they will scare you so that you don't get closer. The moment you hear Freemason, you are afraid. The moment you hear about Freemason, usro, occult into usro. What is occult? It comes from the word oculus. It means hidden from the eyes. It is hidden from your eyes. Something that is hidden from the eyes. That is the meaning of occult. A knowledge which is hidden from the eyes. You understand? Of the people. Oculus. All right? Freemason. The same thing. I will explain the meaning of Freemason. Initially, they were a group of architects who were going to different countries and nations to build civilizations. They were masons, as amazing builders and architects. Into Omoko England and Omako see this. Omako friends in India and Omako see this. They were doing these things free and teaching people. Pyramids. They go to Mayan. They go to the Aztecs everywhere. Peru and all these places. These were the Masons. The free Masons. Because Amon Jessica. These were our forefathers who were enlightened, so that the knowledge of the flame will not get lost. But they are using it later on. The government, the elite, they took over. Then Indiano and Amu Yusu Emamo. Patiasia and Omani young intino war any men usru say obeden odo humbe bomb usru so wakusuya de. In omode asia no chaff no omode ma public no, that is the church. Omode anonymous public no into we Sunday school. Oko Sunday school na Ako kind sanya ma we. Na ye nipa baako. Pastor Moko. Also for Jimmy. Also for me nimhwe. Na aba be gina ho. Na or cancer and 7 way kyerɛ. You know what I mean? Now they are share with him, you know, by the shedding of the blood. Which blood? To me explaining what is the meaning of that? Moja na wahi. To me that moja no. Because he says sa moja no na ebe te wo ho. Sa moja we ni na ebe te wo ho. Ebe for forgiveness. We moja we no. And ebe ma wa den a righteous person, upright. What I say. So why is this still sin going on? This is what you have to ask yourself. Say, Christopher said, Yesu be wuye eji yenkwa. As somebody, a physical being, coming, ena ye obe wuye, ena oje yenkwa, eba ne sen, ena still ano, boni etiasi. No, ena omunim how to explain it. And so I want to explain to you. Nientia still no wababa wu aji yenkwa. But still no people don't get it, and that's why sin keep on increasing. All right. Pachomami first out. The fire is keep on burning. Do not keep the flame out. So now, to understand this, you have to understand what happened 6.5 million years ago. Something happened on the planet. All right? We were living in dark ages. And there was no photosynthesis. And so there needs to be light so that everything will emerge. I will say, Kania ebie na eba na ema bibia efifiri. There must be light. And so something happened with one of the stars, a giant star that we call today the sun. There was what we call a supernova. Boom, because when atoms, they mature to a certain extent, they shed off so that they can be very huge. At the say, baby abo, baby bow pe, na oho ahono, na oho no mo ayeden ahono. That is the energy there. It's expanding. Sanity. Into the same thing in the atmosphere. It took place. And then there was what? Boom! This thing happened. And scientifically it is proven. Baby, a better, or wine home, and hit the surface of the earth. And every culture knows about it. Some call it the meteorite and other things. It happened. If you go to USA, they can show you there. They call it the KT event. It happened. And so when this thing happened, it created what we call light. And there was photosynthesis. That was the age of the dinosaurs. The age of the dinosaurs. That is why those times the dinosaurs, they need to bring more fire because there was no photosynthesis. So they need more fire. This is what happened. And he gave his only begotten son by shedding the blood. The blood is what we call the infrared light, which is in you, which is what makes you operate. The infrared light, the near infrared light, which you can see every morning with your eyes. And then we have the UV light. That light came with entourage of what? Spectrum, above what? All these spectrums are what? The Elohim that you hear about. Let us create. Boom, microwaves, radio waves, gamma rays, alpha, beta, yenko. This is why the military, they still use those terms. Alpha, 1, 2, oh, alpha, over, alpha. These are the words. They are all coming from the sun. Powerful radiations. So that things will start to sprout through the photon. And then the photosynthesis took place. So now we entering into the evolution. It took so many billions before things started taking place. Fishes in the seas, mammals, this, that. And then we also emerge. And now there needs to be what? Someone to come and teach us. But at that time, our people already knew that. This is why they were living 10,000 years. The average lifespan, 10,000, 100,000 and all those things, because they were not eating. They were only dealing with the what? The photons. And our son is that time way, because it was meant to happen this way. Senebeya, we will all see the glory and go back to the glory again. So it's a choice. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. There are two ways. We have the broad way and then we have the narrow way. Then it's up to you. Unfortunately, the majority chose what? The broad way. Because broad way, it will offer you what? Goodies right now. Instant gratification right now. Beautiful women, handsome men, material things, mansions with swimming pools, luxurious cars, and all these things, promising you all the goodies of life. This is the broad way. Whilst the light, it takes care of you. You become self-sufficient, self-efficient, you omnipotent, omnipresent. You have all these attributes to give you peace and all those things with minimal lifestyle. We say we don't want that. I want to become like this millionaire. I want to become like that. We even sing about it. And this is why we are suffering now. Until you can see, say, 200 years ago, sana yetia 200 years ago, no, asesa, obitina say 200, 300, eswati ya ba, sisi ya 50 kurapo no, 50 kurapo no, aye, a trinamente, adenti, because of a whole lot of things, our rare, everything, a dija, adenti, because the more the years, the more people start to forget about what? The light. They start to forget about what? Allah. They start to forget about the energetic system. Ain't one and not 120. Nini infra, Nisian tutu. So one in there. Wako PhD. 35 years, 40 years. When you're glaucoma, when you're cancer, when you're Parkinson, uti woso, Alzheimer, and all those things. Near one call your PhD, no? Our then Emma, the nyanko, Tono, the great light, the great friend, no, then an auntie, or no, it mutual 200. Nini, Edaso, Bibia, Kama, one chim. They see, no, wow, also, bareful, and any BM and I bareful. Therefore, womo no we nim nyina atwentwem na enso oban. So you see what happened. Now, so the light is still there for us. The blood still come every day. Shedding. God presented Christ as sacrifice of atonement. The Son as an atonement sacrifice. Also, kumuno or shedding ho. Senebeya. Ebetumi then enya nkwanjie through faith. to demonstrate righteousness. Sanet here. And so almost say wabe wu amaye. Na we wu amawa. Ada na wenye diabetes. We wu the paper or bonia. Ada na wenye diabetes. And until make culture say the statement is true, but to demonstrate is wrong. The demonstration is wrong. The demonstration, is wrong, but the statement is true. Ampa say wabewu se ne baya sa ne kanya no ni moja no, it will be what? A remission of sin. Ebepepa ye boni. What is boni? Boni means ignorance. Boni, ignorance. Living in ignorance. And ignorance, afe adani adia e bon e wo life o temple mu, your mind, your body, everywhere. Okasa obi entumi ngina ho, obi bia bon, ohun sent e bon, wadane bon ne ina wonam, ina wo bon, nobody likes your aura. Just say bia wo sika. Who sika na e fan fooling. Wo ni sika dia na obi ani ho no mo a chese ohwe wenim wanye sika pe ebusuafo meeting ye be meeting ejawo woni sika ebusuafo be meeting ejawo ba wo sika dia ye se brales on bae en chen brales o UK brales in bae or say ye chen brales e bi so mo ni say brales wo sika enye say brales we no nyam bi eye sika nti wofata mbaye inti yen twen no o kwafuom wofata kwafuom wofata ebusuafo nyina betena ase wofata mbaye wofata e delay enso untumi nka hwe nkere wofata ebise oru no crazy kano. You see how it is? Everything was based on money, not about the light. They have respect for you based on the money that you have in the family, in society. Into yen to mean started program, no, yen to mean started because wo na crazy kano, not because of we knew nyam. We knew nyam bia. Into no bona ya de ma ono, onyankopon no de, ne nim no, eye ntomago, o ka kire mo, o se mo papa ye na mo ye ni nyina no, eye ntomago. Last time I saw somebody trying to explain it and trying to condemn the scripture, said papa ye and tomago. So he's trying to say the Bible is this and that. If you are not working with the light, whatever that you do, ayen tomago, nankopon and fano hono wa doye na o ye no. You're being nice and all those things and giving money to people and buying rice for people and doing so-called charity work and trying to be a philanthropist and all that kind of things. And finally, nature does not give a damn about you being nice. Nature only give a damn about you being in the light. You working with nature in the light. Wo na obon buying. Sometimes no be said, why did this man died? No any papa. He was a nice man. Sa MP way. Helicopter then see. Sa MP way. We dey say this world no be balance at all. It is a balance. It is balance. Hold on. Let me get my towel. Let me carry on mountain. It is balance. Life no be balance at all. It is a balance, Papa. And balance life is balance. That is why we have the sky and we have the earth. It is a balance. But when I want balance, no won't tears here. The entire qua wait tears here, no way now wait tears here. Qua win Babonens or tears here, won't tears here da. And by nature was here. And so once we have the light, which is the electricity, the L in our life, once we have all of that in our life, we become the angels once again. We become Gabriel. Now you start to do the things of Gabriel. You start to do the things according to Subain. Now attribute, of the Gabriel. You start to work like Gabriel. Now you start to work like Michael. You start to work like Uriel. Then you start to work like Raphael. And so on and so on. And it's simple like that. This is why in Islam they call them the Maliki. That's it. You become the Malik. You are the higher one, the ark. Because when the sun comes and hits you, it hits your pituitary glands. It forms an arc, an angle of arc, or an arc of an angle, which is called archangel. Angel means angle of light. You must be an angle of light because you are an angel of light, an archangel. By the Ashayitim, say above will be Namusro, Amuwa Tabain, near a sketch, near the Betua, or what Tabain, your friend above what was there, Bofro Pamiata, Bofro Gonsa, Bofro Den, Bofro Den, near Tunidin, and then you go and bow to them. Then you are so soaked in this dogma, tricks, illusions. All the time, ye Yakopon, ye free moon, and then we want to chase and go and look out for that. Ye year above for no, free moon, any idea my so we don't want to be responsible. We don't want to be responsible at all in our life. Metia, Ubina Yami, Ubina Yan until no insan, Ubina den san embreo. And ya won't our sorry and our cotton, Sabano. And I will go to ye. And I pay 4 tons inside. Yet a grawa babes in him. Yet the grawa babes in him into a sorry, no, monsa. Munjani amoyeno. You are mocking the creator, the light. And you'll be no ton somehow. Won't I go to ye? Me or more drugs atna. Me no more bibia atna. You understand? If you want to do, you will do. That's it. Resilience, you must have that. Resistance, you must have that. Because you don't want to be responsible. You don't want to work on yourself. You want the easier way to numb your problems. And as you see, I too much, it has overtook your what? Your personality and the light within you. It is here on to mean jai. Bow dam into one son of pair, now suba sisa. Now, yes, you'll be near you, and you'll be an AOB. And you'll be an AOB. One hour, the light must enter into you, which is the L, the electricity. That's it. First, no, now you need First, 100 years ago, now you need 50 years ago, now you need machines are back. Everything can be measured. Can you do what can be measured? Right now, they know that we are surrounded by aura. First, their friend aura. It is called electromagnetic field. Electromagnetic field. We electromagnetic field. BBR electromagnetic field. Plastic. Everything has electromagnetic field. It's a field. And you are living in that field. You are living in that field. Into your Kongo Stadium, a field in H and share Utinem. Now, I shall ball no. So you must observe your field. The field is your protector. It's everything, your immunity, the electromagnetic field, electrons, electricity, and magnetism, the father and the mother, the yin and the yang, positive and minus, Jesus and Magdalene, period. These are codes. Jesus, electricity, Magdalene, magnetism. This is why you have the wires. You have all these wires. They have electricity. They have magnetism. And yes, won't mean charge you phone, no? Ufie, no? Wire, no? Red and blue. The red is electricity. The blue is magnetism. And then there is another third wire, which is the neutral. which you must connect to the earth to ground the power when the power is too much, so that you ground yourself. This is why you have to know how to do proper way of fasting. Don't fast your way to food freedom, else you will die. You can't be like somebody who has to work on his body for 27 to 28 years. You want to become like Kongo Wattu overnight. You will die. When we will be on the day still or you fresh da. And body that Indian for no more no crap no, they couldn't achieve that. Americans no crap or big retreats and all those things crap no, they don't look that way. They look all ranked up. That's what say sanity, because a lot of people want to prove to the community and society that they can do it by force. Again, I'm starting here. 27 years. Every year I go on coconut fasting. Every year. The first year, 1 year. Second year, 21 days. 40 days. Sometimes 7 months. To open the body so that the electricity can really settle within. So I've always maintained this skin. For those who knows me 20 years ago, 25 years ago, those who knows me, I've always maintained this skin. More. As you keep on growing. Why? If you have the light. Because kania nebe ma ho ayefe. Na wona na mpe kania yi to me so yen na me ho ayefe mo yi. Kania to me so ewia to wo so yen na ho ayefe mo yi. Na wo twa video kra na video no kra po no we sumu a ho be efe. Wo ho nyefe. You need light. Light. In a man who yefe, uko studio now kwa photo shoot to crap on now. Yeah, the light bang in a edisi also. Send a bear on yefe. Na camera crapo, Nikon, BBA camera crapo or flashlight. Send a bear be flashy with him now passport picture no and who yefe. When passport picture ye travel sumuda. Adentina wuti sumu. Adentina obre. Adenti ena obre. Adenti ena glaucoma ayao because you don't have light. Because you don't have light. Get the light now. Adenti ena diabetes how high blood pressure how adenti because you listen to the tree of good and evil. You listen to the witches and the wizards who are in their white coats, who says they are doctors but they are not doctors. A doctor is a teacher. And a teacher is supposed to teach you what to eat. That's who a doctor is. Why did you go to the Malam, who is not doing the Malam work? A Malam is a teacher. A Malam is not somebody who is just writing Quran and washing and giving you to drink. A Malam is somebody who will teach you the ways of Allah, the upright way, which is called Al-Mustaqim, the upright way. That is who a real Malam is. A teacher. And your Malam ni obi oba ba betina TV anim. Na wa she batakari. Akesi. Na de bansere eni niama atari tarimu. Na wa fa chains na wa fa box. Na say hwemu, bibi wo mu. Hwemu, bibi anim. Bibi dollars, me pounds. Bibi suma me spirit no wa ko American embassy, American bank. A Bank of Ghana, that is not a Malam. A Malam is somebody who changes people and makes sure that they live longer and healthy and happy, so that they themselves can also do the same thing that you are also doing. Kana was what Toby no muso mo to me then Atobi. A dine no muso mo to me sipi, but above all to live in health. That's who a Malam is. That is who an Imam is. An Imam is not somebody who will be sitting there in the Friday prayer and putting fear in people, telling people if they don't do this, they will go to hell. If they don't do this, they will go to hell. That's all. Traditions of men. A real imam, you need to teach your people how to live healthy, how to love themselves. Because you can never love yourself if you don't have Allah, if you don't have the light inside of you. And if you don't have that, you will hate yourself, and you will hate your neighbor, and you will hate everybody around you. You will hate your wife, you will hate your husband, you will hate your children. Because you don't have Allah, you don't have Christ inside of you. Who will do what? Cleanse you up. Who will take away your sins. What is sins? Ignorance. Who will take away your ignorance. And then you start to live in truth and in spirit. When that happens, you will not be thirsty and you will never be hungry. You play the game as you want. You can be there a week without food. You can be there a month without food. And you only take something based on social lifestyle. Sometimes you have control now. You are in control. Just like the demonstration of the Christ after the fasting. The negative mind, the thought was like, yo, yeah, daye we are misun daye na me di a friend in Saint Paul. Yeah, me di my favorite, oh, yeah, my favorite. Oh, you're fasting now. Obe hu Indiani, obe hu. Indiani bebre, ba fa oda yemu when you are doing fasting. Ni na no aye memory, because your body is a data system. And you know, you will be having so many types of fasting. Sometimes you know market, you know, also your favorite foods will pop up. Why? Because all these bacteria and parasites that you have created in them, they know that this is your food. They want that food. You are not giving to them. And so they are now playing you. And you call it dreams. They are playing you. Because that is what happened to Jesus. And then he said, whom is Satan in Ghana language, get thee before me. Oh boy. In year, we try 40 days, 49, we try 40 days. Oh baby, dada me. You don't want me to achieve what I want to achieve. I will never eat. And this goes on with each and one of us. We face all these things every day. And now, also, oh, you're fasting now. That now we're fasting, you know. So that now, your favorite foods pops up. So that here, what you see, different restaurants. And each level. Let me solve this puzzle. Sana physically no uche mu a physically no uche mu a ohun say e fe say McDonald's ni niam KFC wo wa no na manfo e kɔ ho e rush ho no saa so na daye ni mu so no it will appear that ediane ni niam a your mind skills. The all is mental. The universe is mental. When it happens, do not worry. Whether we DB and when DB what I don't worry about it. Keep on doing what you are doing. It is illusion. The time will come. It is all illusion. This is called Maya. Buddha went through the same process. The Master teaches us what is going to happen to us as initiate of the flame. Buddha went through the same process. Buddha sat under the Buddha tree for 49 days. 49 days. And you know what 49? 7 times 7. 49 days. Buddha went through the same thing. Or Tihono, not thoughts, different thoughts. Ne fawutim because hey, chale usikani pa mebani. Nye is you. Me pa my favorite food pa benkuni nkrumai pa. Ina medete hai. Ne sa thoughts ni na rani. Rani. Ne ko ne ba. Charlie. Boys pa nepa nka Sunday na metie nye Sunday nka ba ko boil pa o nye Sunday na metie na I find say fufuo no anyway no nkrakra no na nam we ni so all kinds of things according to where you were raised, the environment. And say no pizza environment ubon say na pizza no na ni na wo adwene mu pizza na wo pepa American lifestyle na ni na wo adwene mu. These are taught, but you must what? Be still. Observe. Just observe. Don't react. Observe the thoughts. And then you see them passing away. Well, Charlie. Yeah. Mepa na me try ya dey say. Nka ne Sunday pa na nka girl pa me nyano a. Twa bi 1 2 bi a je lawyer. Mepa ni ma je lawyer pa na me dey fan facing. All these things will come. It's called Maya, the tempter. Running through you. You have to prepare yourself for this journey. Prepare yourself for this journey. Let the light come in through you. And then there is what? Remission of sins, ignorance, illusion, fear. Everything disappears. You practice detachment. Detachment does not mean that you don't like that thing. You know what I mean? You know that now sex is not for pleasure. It's not about pleasure. There's nothing inside. Now you know that it is for procreation. Until when you are doing it now, the mind is solely for that. The woman must also understand that it is for procreation. Without sex, you are sick mentally. You are not producing dopamine. The light is not working inside you. Because the light is your husband first. As a man, the light is your husband also. And then you, the body, the waters, they are the female, they are the what? The wives. And you must merge them together. The first marriage must take place inside of you. That is called the marriage of the Lamb. It must take place inside of you. Sanity. Inti wono de bia wo ani giemu. Oba abeda wo nchen a. Emfa wo wan beda kra emfa wo. You are always high naturally. Sanity. And this is what they're supposed to teach the nations. They teach the young girls, but they don't teach us this. You know, odu puberty ni niama na ne ho no ye no twe e wo no sa no boys ne frɛ no na bibi ye no na e dada no pa ne ase na brabo ya se na brabo nka also ye holy ne ase na brabo na we are breaking no kwa na we are breaking no na wa dampen no chromosomes e wodi mu na we na da na wa dampen egu ni mu na we know, before I obey do time I say or person settle down on him in Burma to say 20 na atena sisi ya dey start 50 GSS amo ankasa be video no mo kire I started me wo say e so ka dem enyoma dem and do what them and no ano mo ye them no mo dey call after time mo be settle down no infections all over until I see infections nyoma them no them so ka them ni nyina no afi no osu ma opeba onyebi ni wi efi amo betena de bia we see them all the time. They are all hypocrites. They act like they have never committed any crime, never done anything. Let us rewind and go back to your past life. You can't past life among tears here. Means the past life here be in your past life in the 19 there in 1814 then past life. This is your past life from the day that you were born until now. 5 years ago your past life, 8 years ago your past life. It is called past life. Right now. Niamana we na atrocities now committed against your own body. You are going to pay according to your works. Where you man atrocities into so ugua bapa obeso ebeso abapa and yes ana you be try away from her. All is written down. Where is the lies? Are people not reaping what they are sowing? Are people not reaping daily? Are people not reaping daily? accident, so-called left, right, center, because you have no protection. What protects you is the light. But one pet, open say to quine or Togo, Nayanfa Bibimba to wase. No, said you think that you can escape. You can't. But the light, the great friend, Onyanko, Pong, a great friend, or outside or inside, everywhere. Or no be ball who buying. Or ma assembly and to order. Or how be and to order. Everything will be all right for you. Obstacles will be coming, and then you maneuver like that, like water, like that. What you say? In Subeya border, that's it. What you say in Subia Peja border, in Subia and Peja a border obstacle, no we know. But you will do what? Like water, like soft like water. You move around it. Sanity into solve problems so easily. Ebushia semba solving it easily. Relationship semba solving it easily. Everything is so easily. And people will wonder, wow. So we are a causal problem. Emma, I say Messia ni read audios, leaky audios, ni videos, ni amano. And I was solving so simple. Hey, Charlie, when you hearing a problem, pa na was solving simple. Me hearing a problem no. Share. Or the about social media, gumeni mase. Akwala cross on person me hu akwala no. Eh, na wo no nya so simple. Wo dia no crap no de na dangerous pa o say na oba no ye no. E ba na say na utumi nya simple because I am soft like water. I am soft like water. I move around. Me corner me hu baby panama pie, then I go and I move up, then I make a way. I don't fight nature. I move around the rocks like that. That is the meaning of Ogunda. I solve problems. And that is who we are. Yeba say yebe solve problems. Yamba say yebe kuntoka. Obano ni enti obano ya wosano. Obano yare. Oni kania. Owe sumu. Enintino. Bibia niya. Wafanu. Hey. Ebwa kutua ebi edane nimunu. Ohunu say a mountain. Unya ni hweye o unkochiti ya o unya ni hweye o manisika o buano o tua school fees everything and so na ninje o blame o se time na o hu ye no na onye sa na onwe sa na onye se wonti na oye imagine say obi blame o into be any then because you don't know yourself and you don't know that she is sick and she need help. Now also wafano now they are shewumu o they are shewumu oso obu efu o they are shewumu now they be an oneneko o they are shewumu no so no essence o yare no be ni so ntete no ye eye kanya no ne betete ni so mo de mu hu kasa no kasa na mo kan no mo nti ase me ka asa o asa na me kan asa is the word the life within you into know the language I'm speaking I speak asa. And your common tree, mokano, me tree. Me kasa. I speak a spiritual language. That is the meaning of kasa. Asa. Asa is the word, the life within us, which we must resurrect. The king in ancient Egypt, represented by Osiris or Asa. Me asa. Ntono no chere ma de. Sanity into one of your problem and work on yourself. It means that you yourself, you are lacking the light. And so you must do more homework on yourself. You must increase your magnetism, because that is your magnetism side, or hormone atosin, or ban your magnetism more. Until also magnetism atosin. You have too much electricity. You need magnetism. And don't know how no. So increase your magnetic field. What do? More cold shower. You know, because you are a female and a male, and the cold calms the female down. Oh my days. My name is Kongo Wattu. I represent all the family, the community. All right? So listen carefully. And you know, once you are calming your magnetism down, or it is called butterfly effect. Ni suban boni bia, a dream boni bia wafa woni team, so a person or ye ubiano, ubonse no asesano. Eye simple. Sana sika sotie, sika ye magnetism, a magnet. The same thing into your cold shower, your magnetism increases, and then you attract abundance and wealth into your life. You don't chase it. Ejuma bia wo ye bia no e ban easily emao. Me can't them on ya me ma femu a e be shock him say and I'm still ameti ha me to me the videos mamo. And so me din konim. Ma fan ye memu and so me din konim be bia every time na me din konim. Serious ones. Niama mankamu no ebia beto mu anka by this time no ya the cameras esisi e gumu ani mase. And so me solve no easily. I don't react. Me be kan wan sem. So you need to increase your magnetism. Into sa Christ no, sa moja no, sa infrared light no, a pia no pe bia ma ye no. Onam nsuo so Yesu nam nsuo no so no walking on the waters no munim no esan say ya dada amunti no mo twen obi a obetena open course abansa na imagine di no sa light no say yura wo mu a na increase ya na betena wo mu fully a wa bra boss san wo yo ba wa bra boss san obeti ukun ase obema no so no ya ono so na bra boss san obehwe no nsu yi obahu say obi ene ono ma oye den ehunya no because one kasa no sa imasem na oye no obahu say ehuhia a waste of energy into ehuhia emba de sa no motie obahu say obehia obi no promise me ne what na me toka ma o me say because we hu say we a strong guy we hu ye fe oboa one ne kotena obehu ohaw because ono so oni kanea into oni kanea no definitely no after sex abro so 3 months no ubete openga nobody can satisfy you eno na munim oni memba e rush me mpe obia on pa jai men hwe me video nyame wo no eno ana me wo akopo ma me 2 no na me maintain o ma me 1 na me maintain me mpɛwo me ho aye fe ma Awurade Kongo ho aye fe o yes me ho aye fe ma Awurade because me ene dia ono no ye me kunu yes spiritual husband yes o ye me spiritual husband Kani ano my spiritual husband, ona me ware no. Ano so kan say me ware no a obema me oba obetimi ase. Oba obetimi ase no so no, ono so no wa ware no, sa kani ano so a ware no, se mu nima. Enti ya mo go bisa akonfo, say mo krapo no akonfo krapo ahon bosom no say ya mo fra mo say. Omo fra mo say ma yire, ma kunu. Akonfo ba Won be say say bosom no of friend say bosom no friend say ni kunu no ne yire ma kunu but you must marry to the higher spirit on shisha mrama no ewo is the law of the sun always make sure you get the light you are in charge electricity does not care whether you use a fan, you use this. It's unconditional. Once you have the light, you don't care. Opa face air condition, obey jumama. But lesser light, what happens? Almost share mrama. Almost share mrama bebre. Wow. You do baby I need help na on bejao. anything and there we who so comfort yare or comfort chest space or comfort diabetes ne try nine or comfort war insulin or comfort BP or comfort cocoa or comfort cancer or comfort glaucoma. What you see? So I light no is light no ntimi ansa na yare or bet na wo mu na we twa wo ho na wa wi apetahye gu so o wi ana okọ obe yisu na wa no misgarate o wi a wa display okọ gengren na ye obi afa o twa no ho na ye obi afa bisa ne say diabetes eduane be na odi a onye diabetes onim ya tro ni nyina ho mama mfa mo ho mo mfa mo ho ma awurade na nkasa owura no ankasa mo mfa mo ho ma no mo ye ne dia. And then there will be what? Reconciliation. Do you understand where the word comes from? Anytime you hear ray, it's talking about the light. That is the ancient Greek word for the sun, ray. When they say ray, Egyptians say ra, Greeks say ray. That's why we have radio. You know, radio, radiation, recognition, reconciliation, reincarnation. It's all about ray. The light will incarnate you. You need to incarnate the light. And then there will be reconciliation, conciliation, ray, the light, bringing back the light inside of you to reconcile. You understand? Atonement. When you bring the word atonement, also in ancient Egypt, atone is the name of the sun too. Atone. And so you have to be one with atone. That's it. To unite with atone. That is atonement. At one with atone. Once you become one with atone, be anyone may be how. Be what we are saying, we no and to me overcome one yaw of you live simple. Unya will tend to be a aqua share was so honomocule nicely. You know, read your books, feed your mind, feed your lungs, positive thought. This is where we are heading towards. Let the light shine within you. Just say, let us say lantern. I am my few. Munyi lantern on a mon pepamu. No pepa lantern anymore. Na fa shade in this subium. And no naso man good oil. Naso good oil. And your canola. Man good oil. This is why it can tell you to eat butter. Butter will keep the flame burning. Butter will keep the flame burning. Coconut oil will keep the flame burning. Palm kernel oil will keep the flame burning. And internet it for no use no. Edi sojano. Kobisa obi o use diesel. With diesel san. Utumi use adwengo. Ebe spark car no. Bisa driver bi o use diesel. So wo de adwengo gugu am spark ya na. Diesel car. Ebe spark. Keep the fire burning. Palmitic acids. That's it. And internet temples they make sure that the fire must not go out. Today be no Catholic sorry they want fire is always blazing. The candles are blazing. It's a symbolism. The fire must not go out of the temple. That is the meaning of pyramid. Pyra means fire. Amid means within, fire within, pyramid. But they brought us wrong pyramid, wrong food to keep the fire low, to bring our spirit, which is the electricity, down. To the deeper now that why a door, memory call 48, 49, 50, unkaife, untiasia. After na opa, aquam no. Indro senebeya o memory be sharp. E dro bi antime ma memory nye sharp. Eye kanea no. Ene be ma memory aye sharp. Eye kanea no. You can get certain nutrients. Yes, to help your brain in cognition. Yes. But you need to have the light together. Without the light, whatever you eat doesn't work. Intina me mama draw na ma kan kire mo say montana wi aso. Montia say ni ntia me bibia ye ntentem obia nya yare san tentem under my care. the only minister of health. It's because I tell you to go to the light, to seek the light, to sit under the light for 2 hours, 1 chakra, 1 hour under the light. Get a lot of vitamin D. The more you increase your light, the more you synthesize everything within you. But they told you that proteins, only come from what? For the external source. Yes, because you don't know. But the more you deal with the light, the less you reduce everything. You reduce all nutrients. Everything is important, yes, for the dense body. But once you start to live in the light body, then you have to migrate now to the light food, the light nutrition. Once again, once you eat heavy dense foods which has a lot of electrons, like raw milk, butter, kefir, meat, eggs, fish. This has electrons more than the plant. Okay? And once you are able to do that, then you also keep increasing your fire. But once you are eating them, now we'll start to say, the aviano, a canyon solano, will charge more and doing more energy exercises, qigong exercises. Once you start to do this more and more, what happens? You will see that your consumption of calories, external calories, your consumption goes down. A day without food. After the bone said no. And when did we are cool? When did we are cool? That means your breakfast money is with you, your lunch money is with you, and then the dinner, if you like her, then you eat something. You are cool. In Kushaka Krabi already know. We are cool cry. Open raw milk can what 1 glass. Una okono, that kama. Sika was savvy within a week. Sika was savvy breakfast and lunch. Say 30 Ghana crapwa. Now 30 Ghana no. Now what is year? What is year? 30 daily. Now what is year? Bosome ya o marke no. O marke o ye juma ama obi ba o marke 30 Ghana cedis daily. This only happens under the light. Only the light gives you this. But it's a unim biode body nim where. Now kodi straight up vegan echia, plant-based echia. What will happen to you? You are going to overeat. Mumbi so am say na didi rough. Beans, ni rice, bear, fufu, any mushrooms, egusu bear, didi rough. Because build there, light body, in the name of dogma. Into no supplement, a horror, just a vegan you own nisika. Vegan you own nisika. Na celebrities vegans no kona kwa supplement or mononum. Okra B12 dear monthly ni offer. Okra spirulina, okra sea moss, okra sea horse, okra sea lion, okra sea goat, okra sea then a whole lot of supplement. Then oma can boom baby kwa a month. It be more say 10,000 Ghana cedis. It be more say 5,000. It be more say 1,000 Ghana on multivite a month. Sani pa when I'm with you michi. There be. But me chro say side no a year. But you need to build your light body. I don't know you the chat war. Montias here. Internet you primal foods no. You the vegan no. And no crime person friend vegan. It's called primal foods. The subtle form of the primal foods, what you see from the plant, the fruit side, and no area then you chat a tour and sana there, you are called the highest. where you don't take nothing but liquids. I see Zoom lion, a vegan salmon. Be grateful for. And today be an almost 1 pound here. COVID is back, baby, you know. About a vaccine. A kumamorof. What you see? Into a mountain, I'll be getting your lab meat, you know, or your lab meat, vegan goat. One person will be the goat, who call talk goat, vegan, big goat, I then. One person will be the salmon. My soap, a bibia, a bit to me a mouse salmon, scent. Into now what is seaweed? One says seaweed is so there, ukra man is scent. Seaweed, the grammar is scent, and now man no moody sardines in the no when I as I no into no obey you swear no send a bear a man of sang no it keep on reminding them of the sardine they mason. Self-denial. You don't have to put yourself in a box. You don't condemn. The scripture talks about that. Ni odi dino men condemn ni own di ni odi meat no men condemn ni own di meat. Ni own di meat no so men condemn no. In our Bible no. Men kan chere. Should I read for you? Ni nyina wo mu. Don't condemn. Because a stages, a level. Obia, baby, obia. The only thing is that work with the light. Level obia, no. Make sure that you work with the light and don't judge. Because the moment you start to judge, you get stuck. You will think that we be an udi no, and a final. We be an a final. Then you start to judge. There be you want more, maybe a raw primer, so you know. Strictly goat milk and liver. Make sure they need a lot of energy. Ojina for 9 hours. AC Niama, Ojina for 10 hours. Or Ejuma 2 times. A better now when you're energy, when you're burning a lot of calories. Like a soldier. Into a mono, you will be a medio moto. Ni hotel office so a onye Jumadeno, hotel office, onye Jumadeno, so you will be a medeneto. Mason in carpenter so baby ordinary better. One can check your energy, check your activities. Until Otefa now build the energy ni we now who say now see at your comment the whole ultimate the whole day crap on comment the whole pair. Congratulations. We sit down we wabo madden we do lantern. You are almost roof run away, don't know. So what do? Now you migrate. You migrate kakra, then start to work with the energies by surrendering, doing your exercises, your qigong, you know, more grounding, so that you can get more electrons coming, rising, so that the photons can come also to unite. Kakra. Now did you once a day? Kakra once a day. Sometimes then you try yourself. You go 2 times. Check your energy. Don't force. That means your body, your vessel is not prepared. And your vessel is not prepared. If your vessel can go on only coconut, can go on only raw eggs, that's good. Then maintain that. Maintain that pace. No. You condemn me and judge you be, but don't get stuck. Once you start to judge, you get stuck at one place. Into now what label say we are vegan. What label into the Bama unya aside from veganism, because you are living in a box of a vegan life, vegan world. What lock you? Or you lock yourself in the carnivore world. All these words, they are not absolute. You need to leave all these words, finally, and be in the world of the angels of light, the angels. But we use this as a tool, because in my Father's house, there are what? Many mansions. It's a tool. nti wo Accra na wo Kumasi a utumi he den efa flight e de call nti obi wo person ofa flight na o de call den menhia obi so wo no ma o person he den ofa road de call mu nyina mba kodu just say ba ko on your flight no ba kodu ntem within 45 or whatever minutes so ba kodu sisi a wo no be di 5 hours and say let's say 4 hours depending on the car 4 hours and 3 hours on the road depending on the car depending on the engine sana journey it here. We give thanks. We the base here. My number is 0240 932222 0240 932222 or 0545 876939. Now there the same way now and I'm here into frame my own me here live in streaming. So all you have to do is to WhatsApp. Numbers na my body na no. Linda has one, I have one. If you WhatsApp each one of them, ebeba just WhatsApp or frepe WhatsApp because you are using smartphone. Intina o share me no. To once I use smartphone, you got to be smart about it. You need to be smart. Mami na mabona mano. Intenya afi na obe fre. Na obe say what say a Kongo Wattu ni nama ni ana. When you can hear the number coming out of his own mouth. Me pe say nkrofo da me tin pe say no hu say Kongo na nye Kongo no obo ma wo. Me ana mabo ama wo. 0240 932222 into o friend na wanya na wa WhatsApp wagya audio ana written ato ho e pa cho say ne ha me menye draw say ne ha me menye draw na wa voice note eno ano let us be smart. What you say? Let us be smart, the youth of today. Ena man frea wamfa. Meanwhile no unya or WhatsApp, unya or TikTok, unya information or TikTok ha. And that means no or WhatsApp e wo phone so. Nti eno ase wakwa kwa WhatsApp. Tisia WhatsApp is 0240 932222. Say unya say ye won drone bebre. Ye pene ye chere aduane kama in no time 1 week time o how nyina no 90% a drop by 1 month what's the sun why nipa foforo filled with light 2 months 3 months bibia ye kama obi atua jedi keke obi a voice note adansi di enche bia mo bete obi atua jedi na yere afa yefunu de obeyama na etua keke a correct ni infections ni bibia e wo ne ho na yere afa yefunu na edro ben kra na etesa eye kanea ti se ade a onyankopon kanea no ni nsawom ade a ni nsawom pe na etumi yes ade no kanea ewom wati ase ye ejuma ni nyina no ye nyina we work with the light. My secretary work with the light. My mother work with the light. Obia we work with the light. So we don't employ people just like that. We work with the light. That's why few people and controlling the whole world. If you move back crap or now say, hey, it's a honeymoon mo wana mo ton edro no haya na mo ye bibia na mo factory no wan fa factory ben eni factory ana mo wana mo ye ndro bebre isa na mo de boa yesa no wow ene bi ko Ghana e bi ko Germany e bi ko ha e bi ko USA ni Canada wow the woman have to leave America just to see me just want to see me keke obe hu o se ampa. Send a what your video no sana what here. That is the first word. Send a what your video no sana what here. Internet a bit more efa aye juma. They just employ people anyhow. Just for some cheap labor. Anyhow. Obo wan e juma na egu. There be. I mean I'm not like that. Menya obia nka me nko ameye adwuma no. Menya obia nka me nko ameye adwuma no. But the light knows that the work is going to be greater and I need hands. Nipa ba akope me wo oye adwuma te say 10. Nipa ba akoso sa. So imagine one person is doing 10 people's job, one person 10 people's job, but job no nyina so nya din bia sa. Cool. It's because of the light. But say ko ye obi a oni kanea no ni omumu no mo mfa odo enye adwuma no anka. But this time no adwuma na egu. Into the kanea no wo mu a bibia obeye bia no economy easily. People wonder, how can you answer people just like that? Hey, who there send no messages here no reply. Hey, left right or WhatsApp business, WhatsApp messenger. See here no reply. Hey, kanea no na esa. Original intelligence, the supreme intelligence, almost artificial intelligence. No, we are supreme intelligence. See my bear answer way. I'm matching sorry, I'm not done. My answer mun na be. Mbe sorry na egu am air train. Na wana na etumi yesa. So enyo Nyankopon ne kanea no a. Wana na otumi yesa de no. Because me domo. Ti me domo ni nti no. Me de me hu abo afore amam. I've shared my light and always sharing my light so that you also can partake in the glory which I am enjoying. And the glory is not luxurious things. Luxurious things I have none. Me sorry is here and me say me call me fear. Kura. If it's here na me kotna. Family house, I'm still there. My mother is still there. May you call in chain? But me will be say. Everything belongs to me. That is how it is. Until bibia no about me control me. Bibia no about me move me. We a big man, oh, we a small man, oh, we a big woman, oh, we a small woman, oh. Bibia no about me idea move me. Unto me bribe me. Unto me first can point me. I mean, oh, special person, mommy. Never. I answer everybody. I don't know you. My name will face. Some of you have never met before. My name is Atonement. I will answer you. That you will be more. Sika and show one on saw or show status. Who of 4x4 Pajero. Aha. Obenya time amount. And yes, I do or the Oberman Apala. That is not a worker of light. These are workers of darkness. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. And then they are wolves in sheep's clothing will be unto them. In the name of holistic medicine, in the name of natural, where they organic, where they organic, where they chia seed, where they pumpkin, where they sunflower seeds, organic, neri dadamo. Afe no. Aka nkomodie akase obeyi wa no akase obe fadamfo ontumi ne fadamfo da o tro no ana o ansawo ebedi 1 week 1 year kona kwahwe o DM no o se DM na o se na akwa no we yi ano o yi ano ye enye last year na o se ne DM Linda se ne obi DM up to now o yi ano ye. And so no da otro me ano sa da no na me yi na no ene na o ere o ye djuma yi sa da no na me yi na no otro popular person amuni mu no and so when yi na no and so no oto na eduro chen obia oto na eduro na akwa nchire bi o de beto obia no beye Linda be da na herbalist wi ni fie de bia na haban bebre egu ho chise wan chise akwa no e kan haban bi foforo no akwa akoto. And so na bra bono say na tie sa na tie. Otro no fi no. Just one day pe, ohu mi video pe, otro me pe, pa instantly. Judy culture, otro me pe, onimpo say me yi na no, pa instantly. And then Judy culture, abe my best friend. Sa na tie. Papa Nesto, otro me, pa me yi na no. And then Papa Nesto, abe my best friend. Sa na tie. Me yim is unconditional. Unconditional. Kani ani unconditional. Me yim Me can say who no free Italy, who the OT USA, who the UK, who the ha. No. Oh, they won't take brofo, who their voice note in Guana, where, who the outro, who the way say, who the me him. I have unconditional love. Me him say who a PhD and only PhD. Me him, the son does not care whether you are an illiterate or whether you are a PhD, political science or whatsoever. The son cares about who seeks the son. Once you surrender, and then the son come in for you. That's it. Does not care about whoever. Upon chinokrano or do upon chinokrapo chain, no PhD. If we are not do upon chain, don't entry, a chain, war, or no, who say what master degree. If we are not or do upon chain. That is how it is. That is why they don't have no COVID. That is why Aponchin don't have no catarrh. That is why Aponchin don't have diabetes. That is why Aponchin don't have hypertension. Me want Aponchin, what call you CS da? Me want Aponchin or ovarian cyst da? Aponchin ovarian cyst. Me who be da? Aponchin fibroid. Me who be da? Nyankopon dom. Echen wo. Adenti. Because some of them are buffering. Some of them want kaniano. You know, or how bebre onipa that say go through no, they don't have it. Identity because they are righteous, they are pure. And you call conform one man, na talk beni one man, or say kona kofa punching bra, kona kofa giant bra, kona kofa way bra, because they are pure. Because the humans, they don't know God. Humans don't know God. You think you know God. When I ask you right now, and I wouldn't people think it's about going to Presby. People think some is about going to Catholic. Oh, me so nyame me SDA ni, me dem so nyame, me bo afore. Onim nyame. Wa tro ni na, also nim. Really, I say also nim. Oh, Yesu. Ah, de bia me bo udin, o se onim. Onim. Bibia ya tro obia no ye nokre. O se onim. Because onim wan ka onya ade a wo be yare. Nti afi na me ba be kire mo. Onyankopon na nkasa the real meaning. Electricity, electromagnetism. Abrafo no nim enu nto na mo koso no. They know God. God has left Africa a long time ago. Africans, God has left us long time ago. Yeah, the Jimmy and the Brea argument, religion to fool us, and no more holding on to what? The esoteric knowledge. And no more use. And into no more to me who say, Yenfa way polutuha, Yenfa way yes, and no more according to the sun. So the environment is always beautiful. Ube to alcohol, Travis and alcohol. What you we are awakening conscious guy. Now we condemn Bible. No, I don't know what the boo mind, but in an esoteric way. Mason, no, no, the boo mind. But baby, they have what? Other versions. Everything they have other versions. So we have other versions of the masonry. Probably then sacrifices and all those things. But the real meaning of Mason is someone who has what passed the 33-degree vertebrae. That's the highest degree, 33-degree vertebra. Which you don't pay no spinal no 33. And you need to cross all the 33. And that is where the crucifixion will take place. At where? Golgotha. Golgotha then your skull. It means the skull. Manchremo wane bechremo. Golgotha. Into your born same duemu ewa Golgotha. E ye wona e ka kire wo no. You represent Jesus. You represent the Messiah. You need the light, number 11, to do the crucifixion. To go through the 33 years. Internet say he lived 33 years of his life. I don't say Jesus physical man no. Obedi 33 years. Montias here. or pass the degrees. You have to pass that degrees. 33 degree. Vertebra. Biology. And that is why the highest degree in masonry is 33 degree. And sana yade to me na wonsa. You are a grandmaster. Sana here. They kept this knowledge. They kept this secret. Jacob, thank you. Jacob's ladder. That is the Jacob ladder. A ladder. And Trediano. The Jacob's ladder. And Jacob wrestled with the angel. Montias, yeah. He wrestled with the light. An angel means light, an angle of light. He wrestled with the light. Now what I say, don't just imagine, say, I'm gonna describe a buffalo a man, or buffalo can see away in tabine. Any only part that's any average height, 7 feet and 6 feet now, or bet me no buffalo in our Montia say they have to do all these things to make sure that we keep on sleeping. The devil has deceived the whole world. And I'm here to make sure I unveil everything. The mystery that has been kept from the generation for so many years now has been revealed to the lost people. Should I read it for you? Hold on. Morning Bible, no more, no more argument. Uncle for say, Papa no your software. In Papa, or software Kwame Buedi, or software Samuel Kwame Buedi, Kwame Ose Buedi, powerful man. Or science woman or no catcher was said no and one Papa. Yeah, they are not at the war me. I will never forsake it. Colossians chapter 1 verses 26. Colossians chapter 1 verses 26. All these words, Colossians, Galatians, these are not countries. There are meanings to it, codes to it. Mark, Luther, Luke, Nisania, Matthew. These are not persons. Okay? These are the gates, the 12 gates within your head, which is correlated to what? The zodiac. And also another subject. I say, which is the secret he hid through all past ages from all human beings, but now revealed to his people. 1 Corinthians 1:26. This is the Good News translation. When you go to the King James, the King James will say, even the mystery, not just a hintansam, which had been hid from ages, from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. I like this one. To his saints. This is from the King James. It's made manifest to his saints. And who is a saint? A saint is somebody who works with the light. And this is what they do in the Catholic Catechism, proper Vatican. You train you to be a saint. You go through all that because and say pro to qualify. And say pro who from the hot environment and so I'm brother. That is how you qualify to be a saint. You must be filled with the light. A lot of fasting. Your skin must look clean, transparent. Your eyes, and no you are true within. Near they are caught. They are voted. They have a special readings. Near they are picking. We are joking. Joking, argument in Kwana Diasa, debate in Kwana Diasa, and people are dying. Up and Abba to be a camera they seen him to deceive people. Colossians 1:26. Even the mystery, a hintansam which had been hid from ages and from generation, but now is made manifest to his saints. Another way I say to the lost people. Mekachra will say, If you don't work with the light, you are not chosen. You are not God's person. You are not the Lord's people. Yankopon say not here on ye yimu, but on no the kanyano near or ye kanyan wejman on the nam. There is a place and also atro or say ni no or seeking no or dono chain your own seeking or dono. Once you start to work with the light, then the niaje light no will feed you more. Won our attention also. And anything I won't say near my cause so bad for you, you don't understand. Say, you in your heart and you think you are a good person. You think you are a good person. But I way the near my go through. Yes, also no nam street, onya kanya crachen. Nyo e pa o pa no, onya kanya crachen. Unconsciously, onim, but onya kanya crachen. What your office, into no, near my cause so bad amount. Into one say will pay now ojini nyina no ntumi mfa anya hwe enso no ogina kwan oton kwans onye ewia ogina kwan oton kwans o chesika onye ewia ogina kwan kania no njeje whether onim onim anytime when I'm in a car and I see those by the street side, I admire them so much. I say this girl does not know Lord. I hope say obenye sika mamunjai ni oyeno like mamunjai wiano. You can see the beauty. You can see the beauty of these people who are standing by the roadside and doing hustling. Okra queens no jina hono mo trying to mate be no jina wianu sa getting a lot of you can see the melanin popping. And every blessed day, they represent. There is no single day I can say girl we in the one bedroom. Maybe a one baby, no one bar. They represent all the time. They are there. They're getting so much light. But it's a onya light. It's a kenina. When you go for a bar, sika for a bar. Obini ni ye no aba. Pons obama no bre, obano so bre, omo. They have everything. But because they don't have no light. Into our area basa. Into word expensive. Ping pong. 6 months time. And need JB because you be anyone more satisfaction. Obama no sebe. Send an Indian na dia tio, ne kesi ni den ni size we ninje da. Ebe fumo we ninje da. You start to complain. You be sad and say then hano untumi nka. Anxiety, emotions, then they are channel. Because the moment the human started to be comfortable, or you're comfortable, na ni we fit ni nyam kopon that great friend no so on which is the light. Our woni mu no ni ala no our so tare wo ho no na ni we fit. Sometimes what we call ohia is very, very good. And I'm not talking about ohia where unya bibianto, but sometimes that struggling, that struggling life now, to me 90 long distances and no ne boao. Kai bi say ba o say hey bakapa fe na man kai time na me we no. Yeah. Wow. I used to walk long distance. I was selling some things and fixing people, satellite dish niyama. Na me nanti very long distance. At time no na me niji papa. Na bibia you okay. Yes. Because that walking is meditation. But you did not know. So walking, meditation. Anytime you go for walk, you are meditating. It is meditation. So you are in a relaxed mode. In kankana breeze be a bomb. If you feel it, won't send a breeze be a bomb. When I was saying cool down. It's a higher meditation. Now one ante. Be a flow mount. We see kakakre be na ono. Ukonya was installation of the satellite this 1,000 be 2,000 be a unya no. It means you were happy in that so-called poverty Because we think poverty is about, how much money is in your bank account. Poverty is not about that. Poverty is about ignorance. We are only kania. We are poor. And so I see everyone as poor. You are a poor man. That's why Bob Marley was asked, are you a rich man? So, what is richness? What is riches? Do you have a car, houses, material things? Then obviously, material things make you money, make you rich. Material things make you rich. My richness is life. Life, abundance, life. That's it. My richness is life. What you call riches is not riches. Forever life. That's why he told you, we will be forever loving Jah. Jah is light. Forever. We will be forever loving Jah. Kaniano na bibia. Jah is light and I salvation. Of whom shall I be afraid? Nancy a Rasta man osuro. Because onim ni efe no light and Jah no onim say Jah na light no. Into no wakofa another light na waso e na o hye. Or this say we see no pamon sa original light no. Every name yeah no or to ghetto. It is a light no e wusie no fake one no akoba no amatisia no enim nyina wa yetum na no nyina yetum ne skin asesa ne 19 nyina yetum ne ni nkosua na nka efita no de bia no aso. Because onim kania no, just like the Christians don't know the light, but they talk about it. The Muslims don't know Allah, but they talk about Allah. The Hindus don't know about Krishna. They don't know about Vishnu, but they just talk about them. And it is obvious in these communities, and you can see what is going on among these communities. Because if you know light, if you know Allah, and if you know God, and if you know Buddha, you know Yahuwah, you know Jehovah, you know whoever that you call upon, that thing must protect you, must make you free from all diseases. You must never be sick. So if you are a member of one of these groups, and you have challenges, and you are not able to solve it, you still don't know what you are calling upon. I don't call upon. I become that you call upon. I become that. I manifest that. That's it. I demonstrate that with myself. And I'm an evidence. Truth is an experience. So we give thanks, Upright Movement family. We never get sick. Never, could I never. We don't go to these witches and wizards to mess up our lives. Because the light takes care of us each and every day. We are not drug dealers. We are not what? Drug dealers. Are you a drug dealer? Are you a drug dealer? Do you want to be part of the drug cartels, drug dealers? We are not drug dealers. We don't deal with drugs. We deal with natural medicine and even spiritual medicine, which is the light. This is natural medicine to build your natural body. And once you build your natural body, the raw milk and all those things and the butter and stuff like that, and then you build your spiritual body. Spirituality is the highest nutrition. Give thanks and praises. My name is Kongo Wattu. Do remember that. Upright Movement family. Let it go. Do remember that. No other way. No other way. No other way. Relax. Yeah. Truth is an experience. You are already part of the movement. You are already part of the movement. You're already part of the movement.
This is the
Alright?
movement.
Yeah.
From the dust to the light, man, rise and awaken. Agent codes in the soul, they can't be mistaken. He came with the truth, not fear or illusion. Teaching life, nutrition, spiritual revolution. Corruption in words, only wisdom and power. Every seed that he plants turns to put in an hour. They call him master teacher. Number 11 divine, aligning mind, body, soul with the universal sign. It's not religion, this is elevation. Pure consciousness, mental innovation. When you live upright, you don't feel time. You live long, you live strong, you live alive. High movement, stand firm, no man. Truth is an experience, not a trend. Healthy mind, clean blood, pure life. We live
Hey, Yankee there. Coconut drink.
right movement, hands to the sky.
Sardine.
Roots of the earth to the stars up high. One world, one truth, one light in motion. Pure vibration, global devotion. I am the word that purifies, hear the affirmation. I'm the soul of God, the glorious light of creation. When he speaks, the spirit
I didn't keep fair. Sardine. Keep fair. Sardine.
Food is medicine, breath is prayer. Every step conscious, every thought aware. This is ancient knowledge, regaining again for the healing of nations, not personal gain. No hating the message, no control. Just truth vibrating through flesh and bone. When you live upright, the path is clear. Health is wealth and death flows in. Upright movement, stand for movement. Truth is an experience, not a trend. Healthy mind, clean blood, pure light. We live right, we live long, we ignite. Upright movement, hands to the sky. From the roots of the earth to the stars up high. One word, one truth, one light in motion. Pure vibration, global devotion. Freedom, Kongo Wattu. Original president. Right movement, I am the one that purifies. I'm the soul of God, glorious light. Truth is an experience. Right remains the evidence. Protestant, donation. If the world feel it, the upright lead. One life, one light, one conscious seed. Great tree.
Upright movement. Yeah, so this session is about unveiling the various products of Onyamidua Primal Foods. This is the company's name. And so we are going to go through the product one by one and what it does. All right, this is going to happen from now every day or every other time that I make a video. I'm going to introduce the product to you so that the new people can get to know about the product, because this is the product that is going to help the whole nation. Remember that. It is helping already. This is the healing of the nation. All right? And you know, as we deal with the magnetic field, we have essences that was given to me a long time ago by a Swiss doctor, Dr. Andreas Cortes. Powerful energies, extracts from plants, from mushrooms, from animals, without destroying them. This is the highest form of treatment, highest form of medicine. It is called holistic light treatment. And so we use these powerful tools to make these soaps that if you use it, your skin becomes clearer, your aura becomes clearer, you sleep better, and then you see good things coming to you in your life. Pure essence. Intino, yeah, they are fra alata semina, because we want everything to be natural. All right? And also to be spiritual. Give thanks. Intino, this is the Aura soap or the Wattu soap originally. Get yours and everything will be all right. Bless up. Yeah? And then we have the Nile. This was inspired when I went to Uganda. Then I got the downloads when I went to visit the Lake Victoria and the Nile. And this is the Nile. Into the Nile, you know, it is for inflammatory. It supports kidney and liver health, prostate, infections, digestive situations. Get this and be free. Get this and be free. And liver, kidney issues and stuff like that. I will show you how you can also go on a fasting by taking this. Powerful stuff like that when you have a kidney issues. And one say wape raw milk. Wape raw milk from us. We have the best raw milk sourced from Afram Plains and beyond. All right, we go far as Afram Plains to get the best raw milk, because yen pen in chia odidi obola so, yen pen in chia always semina, yen pen in chia always draw so. Into yen in chia no, ye ko pen in chia all num in so fra, in so kama Afram, and in chia always sare grass, and a yede. Into raw milk no, get yourself raw milk. Opese hunam ye fe. Wa we ni aye kokko, we ni aye gone. We ni nkosia no time ye wo no up to now no. When we say we ni na say and clear and white. Get yourself raw milk from us. Na ye nchira wo ni ade be kan. Na fa bom na fa ye fasting. Na hwe say wa brabo no e be si usain. Once you clear your aura, you clear your colon, and your skin becomes clearer. That means you are now getting to your light body. Sanity. We need to your skin will show, because the skin is the map to your internal organs. So if your internal organs is not toned, it will show on your skin. You don't have to go and buy skin lotions and apply these artificial lotions full of parabens, full of carcinogens, and all those things. So skin lotions, especially if it is not naturally made. The only thing that can make you look beautiful and have beautiful hands and everything, it is through the internal way, through the Christ way, making sure you get more light, or eating foods that create electrons more inside of you. The more electrons you have, the more fire, and the more fire, the more beauty. All right, get yourself Nile. All right, the Aura soap is 1,000, the Nile is 500. And get yourself detox number 1 to cleanse your colon. Man, my toilet empty now. All right, for so many days. And yet, any friend born about bone na about mojemu na sent na about we num any baby. Not just a debiano or say perfume be no, you have a natural smelling scent as a human being. Or say from an opa, a copim and umbre, and say bon can offensive odor, and yet get yourself detox and cleanse your colon. If you have high blood pressure, get yourself detox, because now inflammation, you feel. If you have diabetes, unya ye detox ope adebechino sugar na drop, boom, that's it. Get yourself detox. This is the complete package. To make cunning na chremo sanity. When you get the ointment dada, you to fix the leaky gut, the colon, so that you can now move your fire inside your 33 degrees. Debi American say, oh yarea, jedi faso. So wo yare a jedi besa wo yare ansa, ba wo a wo yare no ho no behu se jedi owo ejuma foforo a oye ewo o magnetic field no behu se yes jedi enye jedi kwa. All right, get yourself jedi ointment and everything will be all right. We ni nya prebisra we ni ete ewo we ni so afa jedi asra we ni asiye se fasra asiye men worry manenko we ni ebe wo bo se wo na eyi ete na de ba kakra uwa glaucoma fire ebe pressure no nyina wo so. All right, whilst you are cleansing, it is internal and external, everything. You don't only do eye drops. Whilst you eat bad food, you need to cleanse your system also. Give thanks. Then we have the infections for those who have all these so-called STDIs, which is not true. Infections are not caused by STDIs. Infections are caused by bad food. They are caused by SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, from grains and cereals and all this sugary food. Bacteria will increase. Fungus will increase. That is their food. Pets, I do, and no na we dia na ntumi treat with syphilis no. On tia se. And I'm a power pioneer, and I'm a yes, Because on person be jai and you need and ya dia ebeko. Simple. Get yourself infection powder, and then we'll show you the diet that goes with it. Now be okay, including the sun. I am the light. This is immune booster. It is part of the package, the complete package. We and I there miracles reversing autistic children, delay speech and all those things. Immune booster. Get yourself the immune booster. This is good for them. It provides them with vitamin C and the B vitamins, especially the water soluble vitamins. All right, get yourself the immune booster. All right. Smoothies with coconut cream, the only coconut cream in the whole of Ghana. The fresh coconut cream, highly concentrated. It is different from coconut milk. The coconut milk, they add water to it. This has no water. This is coconut cream, highly concentrated into ice cream. Yeah, this alone, you can do fasting with this. We have this one, and you have sardines. Unya sardines. Na unya kefir. Na unya butter. You can go on a long fast. It is called nutritional fasting. A long fast with it, and it brings your cancer down. And Kamunim said about a 7-year-old boy, the cancer bar for. This is the truth. This is the truth. When I'm using here, secret ingredient in here, coconut cream. When a man no cancer, no a bar for no blood cancer, leukemia. This is it. Way and a sardine and a kefir. In area torso, 7-year-old. It may go through all that. No carbohydrate, nothing. 7 years akwala. Now opening a catch us a jai benkundi a old person be jai. 7 years akwala. It me da coconut way so. For good 3 months. Or that's so did the same thing. Black cancer no. The more rare to 2 years. The 3 year to 2 years. Ni na full back. Is because of this coconut cream. And the sardines. The sardine is here. Sardine in olive oil. And yes, sardine now we market the cheap ones, no. We're sardine in olive oil. A temu bebre expensive, but it's good because olive oil ni boy thing. Proper one near the year. Into water now we mean sample now all the can we find say we keep fair one wedi. Now the coconut cream aboso and one comment the whole. Now the year fasting. Or high blood pressure, a bed drop, or diabetes, a bed drop. That means if you have a cancer is inflammation. The cancer will go down. Simple as that. This is what they don't want to teach in the hospitals. This is what they don't know because they want to be drug dealers. And we are not drug dealers. All right? Food is medicine, and medicine is food. Food is medicine, medicine is food. That's all. And the doctor of the future is going to use nothing but food and the natural means. Thomas Edison said that a long time ago, and it's happening in this our age. By Kongo Wattu. 0240932222. 0240932222. Whatever question that you ask, just call this number and then we know what to give to you. That's all. Yaribia, so work hospital, would you forget is our diagnosis, no? Diagnosis no is a way to take your money and money. They cannot treat you at the same time. Now what can one sem, what course of war, now what can one sem, say on to mean treat you. Diagnosing treating ipa o tom. Unim bonia wire, way free caniano so, a alignment, way free caniano so. Once you live under the light and go away from the light, it is called misalignment with your consciousness. Obayare, a simple ABC. Okra car no alignment bemwa na mfa ka ujaika ni mu pe kakre bi pe obun se car no na mokoto or koto car na dane koto no na one side oba kopim alignment in him. You need alignment. You need to align your life with the sun. Align yourself with the greater light. Because you have a light. You have a light inside of you. And you should align with the greater light. The marriage must take place. That's it. So get yourself the sardines, all right? Sardines in olive oil. Abrochi for Kramon says sardine in olive oil, no boy. I just say, Uncle sardine, 5 cd sardine, 8 cd sardine, sardine, man. I did good soya bean oil, and wow, a bema estrogen more. Now get yourself number 1. We infection for money. We need treat BBR. I am one tea. Diani we are and a mammy away. Diani we are and a treaty me go no air sanet here. Food is medicine. You don't need no drugs. You use herbs no to stabilize, to clean your system. If we are near the Diana treat you. That's why we are called Onyamidua primal foods. Kife. Get yourself kife. I catch them say more person more cocky fair fasting. More DM and them would ducky fair so home bear fair we need bear camera who fatty liver never go down. Who jaundice never go down. Hepatitis. All you have to do is to be on kefir, sardines, and coconut cream. Stop eating all this rice and banku and cassava and all this nonsense. Tom Brown, Tom Peter, Tom James, sign Granny in MY. Forget about all those foods. We are moving to the light nutrition. All right? You need electrons. This has more electrons. That's it. Forget about all these foods. That's it. Forget about it. The only thing is now, bro, dear bunu kakrebi. And I say, kwedu bunu kakrebi. But no crap on me, warm many more way. I don't tolerate them at all. But it's for people that think they are doing so much hard work. And I catch us, okay, and then you should brought your account. You need to eat simple. Nutrition is very, very simple. All right? You want more sardine guano muti. You want more muta sardine guanso. In the mobile sardine or the sardine guanso for the past 100 days. Sardine guano muti. While reversing the BBR. 100 days on sardines. Okofia mamena why saying kusia fair to true. Nutrition is simple. But the programming, you know, or margin in the I was saying we use our programming if you who is a person? A person is someone who is a program. Onipa da sending you be a programming. I dare editor tell wolf, you know, and until now, breno, your programming. Say, I was sorry, the way you have been programmed. Until you had the Utu will be so purpose, and there's what we call withdrawal symptoms. Let me be you. You have to withdraw, you know, from that your habit. So then you start to have symptoms, different thoughts running through you. Each idea you withdrawal symptoms. But you have to make up your mind and know says the Lord will take care of you. Get yourself fear. And do remember, number 1, I tell you that fire ne wo mu no yes she na de bia no vibrating higher butter. Butter. And a bema will vibrate higher. Vibration simply means light on a higher speed. The speed of light. That's all the meaning of vibration. So you must vibrate on the higher speed of light. Electrons. Get yourself the butter. Wait to me butter fasting for 3 days to reset your system. Butter fasting. Utia 2 tablespoons. Now wait. Bienu ewia na wati 2 table na wedi enumbe na wati 2 table na wedi. Meanwhile you are drinking your water. You are drinking your waters. You know what I mean? So comment the one you are fasting on it. But you also comment the open fa kakra bi she wenum 1 tablespoon na water free. It will just trick their mind. That's all. Yeah, no comment no. It will trick their mind. Pa bon say na come na atiko. Ade chen na utuemu 3 days. Fat fasting is called fat fasting. Ube unse na unhunamba ye. Ubipi no be drop it down. Sugar be drop it down. Everything you will see that wow, only 3 days. Yes. Imagine say I cost 7 days. Also, why I can see who weigh 100 and something kilogram, a whole lot of kilogram. You want to come down quickly, lose like 5 kilogram quickly. Do fat fasting. Fat fasting. Now what the coconut cream can in tentem. Inima de kwa ni pa ton crap wa just say emboa. Everything is superb. Some of them are not even here. Raw milk no because of our gallon munti na memfamba hanu. And then biom. Your nerve tonic. They are there. Your palm kernel oil. You the bechi. Unku one besa moche munko share scramble eggs. Palm kernel oil or honomo. Adrian ankasa no anwa na enwo se mo friend say wo ho. Ansa na enwo ankasa zomi no so wo honomo. Ansa na activated charcoal no watu charcoal. And also wo ho. A whole lot. And a damn biome. We have pendant and also wo ho. A little comb. And also no maintaining your magnetic field for downloads in Drobe and Biome. And sana Santua hair pomade. And also number 1, Emma Trimwifu. Santua hair pomade. Yeah, Miami Mami, on one or yet. Santua Mami, Santua no ye hair pomade. Everything is there. Special things. Yeah. The activated charcoal. Ibia or Hanumokama. Activated charcoal. And you who gastric ulcer. Gastritis, heartburns. Ope say we see pita the say me. Anya sa we see be hye. One person we see be hye. Now we see be feature to say me dia. And dia wo to we a. Now we dey wo twa wo hye. We dey wo twa wo hye. We see be fita. Nice one. Take 1 tablespoon and put it in water and drink in the morning. And the last thing when you're going to sleep. It will absorb. You will absorb. And you will absorb. Your absorption. You will absorb. Absorb to say what they sa ashen sumu. Now oh you support. Now adding sumu. And if an absorb. Sana we need it absorb. Not absorb. It absorb. Or change. At the same magnet, no what 10,000 no. Every uyemuni will call free. Uyemuni will call a magnet. No what flash it out of your system. Yeah, I'm on the winner brand people. Now the essence will come and then you will see the communication that you will be getting from the higher realms. See, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Now that will come we need the downloads in brand no. We are downloads this is what gives me energy. Protect my aura. We are powerful. Get yourself the pendulum, the pendant, sorry. And also to me the pendulum. Let me actually what I bet me actually how I bet me use Eddie Bisasam. We try no. Yes and no. We try no. Ready a man can idea. I'm baby Kanga. Hey, Kongo, me say say pendulum ye di bisa asem. Kongo, chere me. Kongo, hey, mo dia mo ha mi o. Tisa man, tisa maka. Sana etie. Ayo don kwa. Ayo don kwa. That's it. That's the product now. Everything is all right. All right. Give thanks as man can. Obi so baby same. Minim say mo baby same ken. Enchira mo say na e so de den. Na chira mo. Simple. Bye. But you need to be clean. You need to work with the light. You need to make up your mind if you want to ask something. You know what I mean? You need to be clean, empty, no emotions attached. So one guy will be said biafa or or say will you emotions free. Because sometimes you know then I will be saying one guy will say and throw. But you need to remove your emotions out of all these things. And that's a wrong answer. Because you see wow then biofeedback. It's called biofeedback. Wow energy no use know the answer. So you need to be honest with yourself. Alright? Hello. Give thanks, yeah? Grand rising. Everything will be alright. So far these are some of the products. And we have cottage cheese there also. It's alright. I will show you another time. Cottage cheese. You can say cheese naturally. You know, all from the cow. Me catch them say cow milk, raw milk, manjimiendi. You see America. Oma legalize you, Oma peninsula. Say in Kuala go school, yeah, mom cow milk. Instead of all these nonsense drinks. You see I'm the cow milk in go school, America. This is what I want for Ghana. I want Ghana. Maybe do in Kuala go school, raw milk. I don't know many go school. You know, I think that Burkina also recently Tuareg has done it. Sanity. Rwanda, they almost started a long time. Kenya, so we must give raw milk to these children so that they can drink instead of all these fizzy drinks now, plastic drinks now. Yeah, they more mono. And yeah, and I'm na junior woman. Am I hyper no? I'm autism adults, speech delay adults. My mom raw milk and everything will be all right. The time is 1:17. I have been here, spitting fire, back to back, non-stop, without catching my breath. We give thanks. One love. Do remember that. I love you all, and I want you to stay in health and in harmony and in peace. Keep on working with the light. Keep on waking up early. Uko down time, 8 o'clock, 9 p.m. Time biya we need better. We need to pay sikwemu nako. We need to 2 a.m. sikwemu nako konante mensurobia. This is what will build your magnetic field. I'm on my society and bomu and I go forward area mu and I beji will phone. There be once you ground yourself, people fear you. All right, ground yourself. Go for walk. Have no fear. The secret of life is have no fear. And I'm matching ground there no. And no they did to me neighbor. Into so all the you will not do it. And if you don't do it, you will not make it. Give thanks. One love every time. Do remember that. My name is Kongo Wattu.